Welcome back to channel everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about how we can move our Excel data to our SharePoint list using Power Automate. So the requirement we have is I have this Excel table created here and this is stored in my OneDrive under my Excel folder. And what I want is I want to move this particular Excel data to my SharePoint list. And once the item is there, next time what I want, if there is an item added here, it will check in my list. If the item already exists here, it will update that particular item. But if the item doesn't exist, it will create a new item here in the source list. So how we can do this using Power Automate? Let's just talk about that. I'll go in my Power Automate. I'll click on Create here, Instant Flow, and I have to schedule this particular workflow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this workflow as update item and just type schedule here. Recurrence interval will be every day. I want to run this particular workflow, and here I'm gonna choose Excel Online, and there I'll select list row present in table. So what I'm doing is I'm fetching the Excel data here. We do not have any get rows option now, it is deprecated, so hence I've choose this list rows present in table. I'll select the location as OneDrive. You can save your Excel data to any of your document library in SharePoint also, and my document library will be OneDrive. File will be under my Excel folder, it is Excel data, and the table name will be my table 1. So just one thing I want to mention before you go ahead is you have to just choose the layout for your table, which you can select from here, and on your desktop app you can also name your table. It will be shown here. Now we have a list row data with us. So next step what I'm going to do is control apply to each value of my Excel item, and what I'm going to do is now I'm going to get item from my list. I'll select SharePoint, get items, select my site address, site is dev, list name is source, which is this particular one, and I have to apply filter query here. So what item I want to fetch is where title equal to title of my Excel table. So what this saying is basically only fetch the item from this particular list which match the condition title equal to title of this particular Excel data. All right, and next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a condition here using my control one. The condition will be length of dynamic content of get items value. So you'll see that its body get items value is not equal to 0, and if the condition match I will update item in my go in control apply to each get item value. I will update the SharePoint update item. I'll select the site address, the dev, where I have to update the item is in my source list. ID column will be get item ID, and title will be title of this one. I have to just match everything here. Username will be username, department. Likewise, you can map everything here. Status value, and if the condition doesn't match here, I have to create item. SharePoint create item. In dev source list, title will be my title, username, department, and then status. All right, I think we are good to go. So what we have done is on the recurrence, it will update every day and it will fetch this particular Excel data from here. So once we have the data with us, for each of the value of this particular row, I will fetch the item from my SharePoint list and check if the title of my Excel data match to the title of my particular list item. If that match, I will check the condition. So that means if the item match, so the length will be more than 1 or it will be 1. If it is match, then it will update the item, and if it does not match, it will create item in my SharePoint list. So the length is not equal to 0. That means we have to update the item. So that means if it is 1, we have to update the item. If it is 0, we have to create the item. And also in the get item, I can set the top count as 1 as I'm applying it to apply to each here. So at a time we can get only one item. So let's just save this particular workflow, and you can see in your list here all the item has been created which was saved here. So that means the first time it ran successfully, and second time it sees that if all the item are there, so it has run this update one. So what I'm going to do now is in my Excel itself, I will just update some of the data here. Let's suppose I'm going to say it updated, and also on employee 4 I will say it is updated, and I will check in my Excel that both the employee 1 and employee 4 is updated. So I'll go in my flow again and we'll run it manually. Run your flow. It is done. It is running. It is successful. I'll check which condition is matched. So the true condition match, that means it has updated the items. All right, now I'll go in my list. Here you can see that employee 1 and employee 4 has been updated successfully. So it is checking if the item already exists here. It is updating the item. If item doesn't exist, it is creating the item. So the base of comparison we have is title here, which is unique. You can see in here all the title is unique. So likewise you can move your Excel data and then can also update at the same time. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you do like this video, don't forget to subscribe, learn and tech. Thank you so much.